Hello, hello, hello. All right, make sure. Okay, you guys, looks like the mic's working perfect. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me here on our Christmas Eve live stream where we got some great stories for you today. And we have a super chat goal of 10 super chats, and we'll give some gifted memberships out here. So let's go see what's going on and say hello, Life with Pro. Hey, that's right. Moving forward, baby. Greetings from Ohio. Hello. Hopefully the weather's fine in Ohio. It's pretty rainy out here today. Giant Peter Adventures. Hello, hello. That's right. Disneyland Ford is going forward. So I'm gonna talk about all that. But before that, hey, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to everybody. You may hear some lovely holly jolliness in the background here. Also, let me know how the mic settings are. This is a brand new mic. I have to adjust some of the settings. So let me know if there's any echoes or anything over there. All right. And then, hold on, let's see. Yeah, so without further ado, hey, let's get over to the first story of the day. Let me see what that actually is. Oh, I know exactly what that is. Let me pull up my own tweet, though. Hold up. Love my dual screen. It's so good. Okay, let's pop over here. Because we're talking about, yes, Disneyland Forward. The beginning of Disneyland Forward. So let's go ahead and, oh my God, stupid Twitter. Okay. Oh, perfect. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. All right. So before we do anything, mic is okay. Let me test it now. Hold on. Is it better now? I changed the setting just now. I wish Twitter would work. Thank you. Okay. How is the echo now? Go. There we go. Better. Okay. All right. Good to know. Turn it always to the low settings. Let me go ahead and start the first story, and then we'll go ahead and continue. Let's do it. Alrighty, so we're over here, and this was a tweet. Disneyland filed permits. So this was yesterday. Disneyland filed some permits. Two of them or multiple in the past couple of days here, and we have some permits for the parking structure, the Eastern Gateway parking structure. Remember, the Eastern Gateway goes back all the way to 2017 when Disney wanted to build a new parking structure on this plot of land on Catella, a current cast member parking lot. But plans got derailed, and the city of Anaheim didn't approve their hotel plans and all that good stuff. So almost 10 years later, or 8 years later, Disney's now filed permits again to build this new parking structure. Now Disneyland Forward has passed. Disneyland Forward passed in 2024. The new specific plan zoning initiative has passed in 2024. And now almost over a year later since it passed, we have two permits related to the Eastern Gateway parking structure. They filed the exact permit is East Park construction, new commercial construction, 3.2 million. That's right, 3.2 million square foot, 8-level open parking structure. Install 302 electric vehicle chargers and limited mechanical, electrical, and plumbing. So yeah, this will be a massive parking structure. Mickey and Friends is about 6 stories. This will be 8 stories. It'll be 2 stories bigger. Not sure how many spaces this will be though. They didn't say in the permit, and I'm not sure they said in the Disneyland Forward package there. But this is massive, and this is what's needed because this is going to have on the bottom a new transportation hub. This new transportation hub is going to replace the one where the Avatar land is going to go at California Adventure. So the sooner they start on this, the better. Yeah, the sooner they start on this, the better, because otherwise, um, it'll like delay the opening of the new Avatar land coming to Hollywood backdrop there. So hopefully they start on this soon. Disney said back in June in a post when they showed concept art for the new arrival experience, stuff like that, that um, that that the new arrival experience will begin construction um, in fall 2026. Now, I'm not sure if that just meant like the bridge part and the new security part with the Esplanade or the parking garage itself. Um, I'm very, very curious because let me show you this. Because this is exactly what they said. Now I'm very, very curious what is that they mean by that. Does that mean the parking garage starts construction in fall of 2026 or just this part? This here's the article right here. But this is lovely concept art. The whole Esplanade is going to change. The eastern portion of the Esplanade is going to change. And they have this bridge, and of course, the new security area right over here. So I wonder if this is what's going to start construction in fall 2026. Yeah, here. All new parking structure and transportation hub coming to the resort area. And it says this multi-year construction. Oops. Sorry. This multi-year construction of this new arrival experience slates begin in the fall of 2026. Again, I so again, I wonder if it's just the part, if all of it, like the park construction begins in fall 2026, or just this arrival experience here, right? This arrival, like this portion, because if this still means the parking structure begins in fall 2026, we have our first permit now, and almost a year later, parking garage starts. Yeah, this won't be done until 2028. But if just this part opens in fall 2026, or starts in fall 2026, then the parking garage can start and open in 2027, most likely, which is when I expect this. Um, so when I expect Coco to open in 2027, because they're already starting to wall off some stuff, and they started to break ground a little bit in last fall. Be going they'll be clearing stuff out early in January, and they'll be really getting that going. So that could open if they wanted to in 2027 or 2028. Um, and then of course here's the Avatar experience. It says to make way for the experience, Monsters Mike and Felix Rescue will close in early 2026. So, but we don't have a date for that yet. I'm hearing, at least according to Fresh Bake, he's hearing that because the Avengers project is delayed a little bit, that the Avatar project is now delayed a little bit. Which is why we don't have a date for Monsters Inc. closing. You'd think it would be closing in January, but early 2026 is January to March, so it can close anytime between then. But yeah, we have no date on when Monsters Inc. is closing. When Monsters Inc. closes, that's when the Avatar begins. Now, people say they can't start on the Avatar project until the parking garage is done. I don't think that's not necessarily the case, right? Because they just need a portion of the land is gonna go in the transportation hub. The Hollywood backlot can start construction anytime. They can take that offline and start construction on that. They're demolishing building stuff throughout 2026, and then by the time they move the transportation hub to the Eastern Gateway structure, then they can go ahead and move over the construction to the backlot. But they can start construction on the Hollywood Studios backlot area of Hollywoodland whenever they want. So hopefully they begin construction on that truly in early 2026 and not, hope it's not pushed back till May. Now, this is pretty big news here, because it's about time. Um, this thing starts construction, and it really opens the doors. This first step in Disneyland Forward projects for not just Avatar, but true Disneyland Forward projects in the Symbolot and all that good stuff here. Now, if we go over to here, here's the second permit I filed. Disneyland East Park Construction Plumbing and He'll install on-site utilities. So just a little mechanical permit. But yeah, that's pretty exciting news. And Disneyland hopefully will be having a great construction year in 2026 with multiple projects at a time happening, which should be quite nice. Which is pretty cool. So I'm very, very excited about that. Now, do you guys have any questions? Any questions about this this project here? This is a Disneyland Forward project, the Eastern Gateway project, all that good stuff. Let me know. As we'll give you a little 2 to 5 minute ask me anything portion here. And are you excited for Avatar Land starting construction soon? And the Eastern Gateway starting construction soon? Because the Sand Forward is finally about to move forward. So that's exciting stuff. So, question and answer period for about 2 minutes. Then we'll move on to our second story for the day. Okay. I'm actually going to load it up right now. Let's see. Hold on. Let's get some of your comments while I'm loading this up. I'm currently with family right now for Christmas, so I can't be here. No problem. It's totally fine. Life with bro. Long time no see, theme movers. I heard about good news. Oh, what's the good news? I've heard the theme Land coming. I'm so happy. Me too. I think it'll be really good. I'm so excited for the Avatar Land. I hope we get more than one ride. I think I'll initially open with one ride, but then I'm sure a second ride will be planned and coming up soon. Like not too long after the first one opens, hopefully. Let's see. Okay. All right. So it's now time to go to the second story for the day. Another minute or so for questions, and then be good to go there. Okay. And we're gonna go share this tab instead. All right, time for the second story. Let's roll. All right. So this second story is very, very interesting, and this is basically the Orlando permitting page here. And this is about this big project, the West Parcel Mass Grading Project that Universal filed for several months ago. They had to give updated documents by the end of the year. They sure did. On December 15th, they kind of told us what they're going to do with this parcel of land. So here's the project boundary. This is a 35-acre project. You can see 35.5 acres, and they're doing a mass grading project here. And this is exactly what this land, what this encompasses here. Hold on. God. Let's go back. Let's explain this. Okay, so this project again, it's separate from the current property. Here we go. Separate from the current property. It's close to Epic Universe, but not exactly close to Epic Universe. Here it is. Here's this massive parcel of land here for Universal Orlando. I don't know why it's not sharing, but it's big. 35 acres of this is going to be graded out for a there. There we go. Yeah, so 35 acres of this piece of land is going to be graded out, submitting bids or accepting bids for a new um, transportation like hub or system from different things from to get the north and south campus. Maybe this will be a station or a hub for that. It could be a new resort hotel. 35 acres is not big enough for, like a small theme park or anything, like a Universal Kids Resort or anything. Or actually, I guess it kind of is, but presume it would be maybe a nice family-friendly resort, or maybe a city walk too, a secondary entertainment hub. Because look how close it is here. This is Epic Universe right here, and then this is the area of land they're grading. We have there's the two resort hotels right here. So this is obviously a much bigger plot of land than that. So I'm curious. It could be a couple of new resorts. It could be a new entertainment district. It could be a transportation hub, or a Universal Kids Resort, or a new water park. Who knows? But yeah, the expiration date on this permit is in 2030. So whatever is going to be built here, it must be done by 2030. That's very interesting because it's basically 4 years from now. This is 2025 is over in a week, so it'll be over it'll be over in about in 4 years. Very curious to see any further permits to see what Universal may be developing here. They didn't say what it's for. They just said they're grading this 35-acre piece of land for future commercial development. So that's exciting. Commercial development again could be hotel, it could be an entertainment district, and much more, or much more. Um, it's a big plot of land. I mean, not all of this is 35. This is the plot of land they do, but they're only going to create 35 acres of this, so it's kind of like, well, before they just had this shaded off. Now they have all of this shaded off. So I'm not entirely sure, but this is the Lockheed Martin site right here. Um, there's Lockheed Martin Boulevard, and Epic Universe is just so close. So this is be very interesting to watch. Very interesting to see what Universal's cooking up here, because yeah, I mean, another massive expansion comes to the resort because we have the Epic Universe expansions with Harry Potter under construction and the P915 event space. We have a lost continent, a new land coming there, room to be Pokemon, and Islands of Adventure. And then we have the Rip Ride Rocket roller coaster replacement, which is actively underway and could open maybe even late next year or early 2027. So a lot of exciting stuff coming to Universal Orlando. And then it looks like this massive resort parcel of land could be again another city walk, a water park, a hotel, who knows, or transportation hub. So lots of possibilities right here. But we do know they're planning for something pretty massive. That could really shake up things for the resort, and they are taking bids for a transportation transportation systems with the next meeting in January to kind of look over some of those bids. So that we'll be talking about that all throughout next year. So what do you guys think about this? What do you think about Universal Orlando? continuing to expand in such a rapid way to catch up and even maybe even exceed Walt Disney World? It's a little question and answer about this for about a couple more minutes. What do you guys got? And while I wait for your questions, I'm going to load up the next story. Remember, we have a super chat goal of 10 super chats. If we reach the goal, you get some gifted memberships. Let's see, let's load up the next story here. By the way, this week I'll be going live on Friday, and then next week I'll be going live again on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then when we're back to normal, when I'm back at work on January 5th, we'll be doing Magic Monday live at 8 p.m. every Monday. Okay, there we go. So that's a good shot. There we go. That's a good shot. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. Questions for another couple of minutes, and then we'll move on to story number 3. All right, guys. Let's see. So our next story will be all about Disney and the villains. Yeah, big project over here at what you call it, Magic Kingdom, and it is moving right quickly. Let's go in right to it. All right, so this is from Bio Reconstruct. This is a view of the Magic Kingdom site, and you can see, look at all that clearing. This is another mass grading project right here. This is kind of what we'll see. What we just about for Universal Orlando. This will be a mass grading project for. This is a mass grading project for Disney. This will be Villains Land back here, and Piston Peak right on his helicopter. And look at this. Look at this. Okay, so here's Thunder Mountain. Thunder Mountain's under refurbishment, and it opens up in next year, spring of next year, I believe. I got new tracking. They've been testing vehicles. Right here, where Piston Peak is, this is where the Rivers of America work, and Piston Peak is right here. It'll be right here with the new cars attractions. There'll be about 2 attractions here, and then all of this will be villains and some laydown yards. Some of this is laydown yards, staging areas, but a lot of it this will be villains. And this look, this the shelving for villains would make sense because it would back up against the haunted mansion, back up against it's a small world right here, so it would back up against this. So it would have a nice massive show building. I mean, that's pretty massive. I mean, there's 2 confirmed attractions for villains, but I've heard internally, or heard from some sources, that there may be 4 total villains attractions. So that means if that is 4, there are 4 totals of villains attractions. There'll be 6 attractions in this whole area, really upping the capacity of Magic Kingdom and differentiating a bit from Disneyland. Because a lot of people call Magic Kingdom Disneyland light, and I agree. I feel like they have a lot of the same stuff, but Disneyland versions are a lot better. But this will have some truly unique attractions and separating itself from Disneyland. Of course, no river, but the concept art for Villian has a lot of water, and also the concept art for cars has a lot of water as well. So I'm hoping we can get just the same amount of water as we had in the river, but just in different places. So let's continue with the video. I mean, look how massive of a land this is. I mean, look at that truck. That truck right there is so small compared to the vast openness of all these trees. And I mean, look how pretty insane. It's pretty insane to me. I mean, I'm like, it's a closer shot. So here you can still see the outline of the river. That island all just demolished and just gone. Yeah, pretty insane how that works out, right? I mean, that's that's pretty crazy. And even just this area is pretty massive. Here's the Haunted Mansion. Some were hoping, like I know these my newscasts, hoping for a Haunted Man restaurant right here. This should be pretty awesome if they can make that happen. But that's super awesome. I mean, but this was pretty hard to see. Just all this destruction here. But look at this. And then they have the water hose that's pumping out some more water here. Here's the former Liberty Bell landing. So we board to get on and off the Liberty Bell, ran around the rivers, because then it would be like a continuous circle, which is, I think, for operations, that's exactly what they want to do. There's Piston Peak. This area right here, this will be the Piston Peak area. Bigger here than it does, like in the concept art and stuff like that. There's actually a pretty sizable amount of land for a couple of rides, so it's a pretty good land. This car's land here. There's Tiana's by Adventure track. God, Thunder Mountain Retrack. Yeah, but they're enclosing the queue for the Haunted Mansion. Right? This is a massive project. And there's Dumbo. Dumbo looks so small compared. This is the flying carpets of Aladdin, I believe, but looks so small compared to this. I mean, look at this. This is massive. I mean, I must be gigantic in person, but just a video alone, it's crazy. And there it is. So, what do you guys think? That's the full video, and there's this all of Magic Kingdom in general. Not that big. I mean, it's big, but it's like you can see there's not as many rides as Disneyland. Disneyland had like rides on top of each other. There's Tron. It's contemporary, and there's the monorail. Yeah, pretty crazy on this, especially on this big screen I'm using. But what do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of this? The freaking Villains Land, Cars Land. Are you sad by the Rivers of America still, or are you excited um for the new Cars and Villains Land, or both, or both? You know. Give you time to answer a couple questions about this, and then we'll move on to the Ask Me Anything section. Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus. Do, 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 do. All right, so let's move on to the Ask Me Anything section of the stream. All right, so now, guys, you can ask me whatever you like for the next 10 or so minutes. Anything theme park related, or just tell me your Christmas plans. Are you going to a theme park for Christmas? And those of you in Southern California, are you going to a park in the rain? In fact, let's check wait times right now. Let me see something. Hold on. Let's check wait times of some theme parks in Southern California at the moment. Because curious, because a lot of these guys are tourists that are at parks right now, so they're probably flying in. They can't. I mean, I know someone that flew in and just cancel their plans quickly, but yeah, look at that. 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Space Mountain, 10 minutes. Smattering of 5 minutes wait times. In Tomorrowland, Matterhorn, 10 minutes. All of Fantasyland, 10 minutes. Thunder Mountain's closed. Tiana Bayou Adventure is still open, 5 minutes. And the highest wait time at Disneyland right now is 30 minutes for Haunted Mansion Holiday. Good day for the parks, but if you want to be walking around soaked, or 35 minutes for Roger Rabbit, actually. But yeah, everything is. California Metro is busier though. A few more some more interesting. They have some more indoor rides. So Monsters Inc.'s 50 minutes. Guardians of the Galaxy is 50. Web Slingers 50. Richard Springs Racers and their field rides. So with ones like the outdoor ones, Critter Coaster, Richard Springs Racers are closed, so everyone flocks to the indoor attractions like Guardians, Web Slingers, and Monsters Inc. But Zorn's closed as well because everyone's closed. All the Pixar here except for Toy Story Midway Mania is 50 or 40 minutes. You tagged me some interesting stuff on this. I didn't get any tags. Giant Peter's Adventures. Yeah, I'm looking around. I wasn't tagged in anything. Yeah. I don't know what it was. I'm not tagged in anything. See, I'm not tagged in anything here. Let's check Universal wait times because they have a lot more indoor rides. But again, see what else there. Universal's open till 7 anyway because of Christmas Eve. But yeah, everything is 5 to 10 minutes. Simpsons ride's 20 minutes, but that's because slow loader. Yeah. No one's going to the park today. All right, let's do a couple more minutes of Ask Me Anything, and then we're gonna head over and get ready for Friday's stream. Oh yeah, Giant Peter Adventures. We went over the Fan Fest Nights auditions in the last live stream. with a whole segment on the FanFest Nights auditions.
Well, I set a timer for 23 minutes. 23 minutes. Starting now.
But it's very interesting. You have to be careful because audition doesn't mean FanFest Nights. They're doing a whole bunch of auditions. Giant Peter Adventures audition FanFest Nights for classic monsters, yes. But then the second one he posted are just for auditions for face characters. Marty McFly and Doc Brown are in the park every day. So that's what they're doesn't mean they'll be back to FanFest Nights. Because they're also doing Princess Fiona and Beetlejuice. Right? And the same thing. So the Marty McFly is not coming to FanFest Nights. Because it specifically says audition for face characters. And then the first one says audition FanFest Nights. There you go. Well, again, it doesn't even say a special event. Marty McFly is in the park right now. I saw him last last weekend when I filmed my construction update. I said hi to Marty. They have the DeLorean by the studio tour, and he stands over there, and then Marty and Doc switch over. They switch out. They've been doing that since Mega Movie Summer, or early since FanFest Night. So doesn't mean Marty McFly is coming to any event, because he's there every day. So they're just probably hiring more Marty McFlys. So maybe they're running low on Marty McFlys, you know. So just be careful with that. That stuff's not confirmed, you know. Yeah. Well, okay. Giant Peter Vincent. Peter, I'm saying he is a permanent thing right now. He's there. He's there right now. Well, I mean, it's raining, so maybe not right now, but he's there every single day. Every single day, Barney's there. You can see him. He's been there for months. He's there every single day. Same with Doc. So he is a permanent thing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. All right, guys, give about a minute for more questions. And then I still want to do one of those ranking live streams. I want to be rank everything. So maybe I'll try to have that on Friday, do like a ranking live stream. But I have to figure out the software for that. Okay, let's see. Okay. All right, well, thank you all for joining me on this lovely stream today. Like I said, I'm off to work for 10 days, so I'll be live streaming more often these next 10 days, and then doing Magic Monday Live every Monday. Next stream will be on Friday, undetermined time, probably in the afternoon, maybe like noon again. So yeah, make sure to join me for the live stream. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, become a member for more updates. And as always, see you. Stay tuned, stay magical, and I'll see you at the park.